That's my girl right there.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. It is another Thursday night here at Crazy Carla's Concoctions. How you doing, Miss Carla?
We made it. We made it.
Yes,
Child
indeed.
coming off that 4 day, baby. I'm woo. Oh.
We are here. How was work? It was working?
You know how your mama say, if you can't say nothing nice, though.
Right.
No, actually, work was great today. They had a little system, and all the systems went down around 2:00 and stayed down.
That sounds like a blessing.
So you know me, I took a nap.
Nothing like those midday naps.
Anytime I can get a nap, boo, I will take a nap. I went and got Pinky from school and we came in here. Listen, last night I made salmon patties and Spanish rice. And I was in here cooking. And we ate some of that and we was laid out. We was laid out. I had to keep checking my phone, make sure the people didn't tell me to get back on the phone, but it didn't happen. So
had a food coma, huh?
So before we get started, how you like that now? Do you like that? That's what, I like that. Hey, everybody. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sophia. Hey, girl.
What's up,
Troy,
Toronto?
you just did something. You just did something very exciting before tonight.
Had the opportunity.
And what was that?
Yes, I had the opportunity to interview the YouTube sensation, actually TikTok and Spotify sensation, Queen Omega. Man, that was one of my best interviews to date. And it was amazing.
It was a dope interview. The energy was up here, so you had to be up there the whole time. It was great. I loved it. And I love Queen Omega. She's very, when you hear her, it makes you just want to be like, yeah, hey. All praises. She's great. She's amazing. So
thank you, Toronto. I appreciate it.
It was good. It was really good. So congratulations on that, because she's major,
Oh, she's major to me. I don't know about nobody else, but hey, she's up there to me. Stratosphere.
Well, anytime you get somebody on your show that you like tonight's guest, I mean, you just be like, hey, that's, hey, I rock with you. So that's amazing. So I guess we're going to do our sponsors.
Most definitely. Let's get that out of the way. And here we go. The sweetest line.
The sweetest line. Makaya Mitchell. You see it? Healthy hair. She keeps my hair looking healthy. She's a master loctician and stylist, just like she said. She does locks. She does natural hair. She does makeup. She's a stylist, not just of hair, but of clothing. She can design your house too. You should see her house, nice. So I'm trying to tell you, she's a Leo. I mean, there's that, and so she gonna make you look pretty. So if you want to go get touched up, get your hair colored, get it done, get your locks, get your whatever you want to do. She even cuts. So men, you can go to her. She'll hook you up. You can reach her at 336-734-3307. You can find her on IG at the sweetest lime. You can also find her on TikTok and Snapchat, and she's on Facebook under Micaiah Mitchell. And most importantly, when you go see her, make sure to tell her Carla sent you. Okay?
Yes, indeed.
And then, last but not least, intuitive readings by me. You don't know what I've been doing. What you doing?
I did nothing. That was, but keep going. You good? I don't know what to say, but just keep going.
It's about Android.
I don't know. We'll worry about that later.
So, intuitive readings by Myra. If you've never had an energy reading, she was on here a few shows ago. Actually, that was one of my highest rated shows because Myra has read for everyone. She's amazing. You should go check her out. Like she says, I'm not what did she say? I'm not a future teller. Yeah, I'm not one of those. She's actually an energy reader, and you got to go check her out. I'm telling you, you will love her. You can reach her at the phone number there on her flyer, which is 336-480-1653. You can go online to intuitivereadingsbymyra.com and set up an appointment. She does virtual and in-person appointments. And most importantly, when you do book her, please make sure you tell her Carla sent you. Okay?
Yeah, indeed. Alrighty, so tell us about tonight's guest.
You're going in and out. What you say?
Oh, my bad. Let me move the mic closer. Tell us about tonight's guest.
So tonight's guest is the one and only poet, playwright, mentor, dad, girl dad. That put a little extra few hairs on your chest when you do that. I mean, the jack of all trades, cigar connoisseur. He's also on a podcast called Drunk Talk, which is it's funny, except they smoke cigars and drink. I don't smoke cigars. I just drink. Yeah. But none other than Mr. Lavender. R.L. Lavender. He goes by so many names. I don't know. I call him Mr. Lavender. And there he is. Hey, Ronald!
Hey, how you doing? I'm in an undisclosed location, and so I'm surprised somebody. I'm doing a podcast.
Lord.
I'm gonna come see you before I go. I'm sorry.
Tell us, hey, girl.
I know I wasn't gonna make it home from work, so I had to come to a location where I know I can.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I wanted to be on time, and I'm honored to be here. So,
so I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and talk.
Okay, thank you, Troy. Thank you. I finally got you on here.
Yeah, it's been a while. I was waiting my turn. I was in the waiting portal. So I was.
Sir, you are episode 58.
I feel honored. Yeah, I had to wait a while. Y'all are the more important people. You let us comment.
No, don't even try it. Don't even try it. Okay, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Show ass. You know what? So we're gonna get into it quick tonight. For those of y'all who don't know him, y'all, this man right here, he is a poet. He writes plays. I was in a play of his called Sock Opera, which was amazing, which featured Devetta Bryant, who's also in here. Look, Rosie said hi.
What's up, Cam? What up, Cam? She know that's an inside joke. What up, Cam?
I'm hollering. Teresa wasn't in that play with us, was she? No, but
no, I've directed her in something called. I actually directed her in 2 plays. She was in something called The Leftovers. That's the first thing I directed her in, and then Water into Wine. Something
that
else.
one where the women were getting a bit. Yes, that was good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have in there? Charlie Brown, Hayden, Tony Brawley,
Charlie,
Latanya Sims.
Yeah, it was nice. We had a
Yeah,
Green Moss.
Yeah,
it was all Big Los. It was an
Oh
all-star
yeah,
cast. And Gerald, Big Gerald, we had an all-star cast.
yeah. So it was a really great play.
Yeah.
Oh, she did 7.
Yeah, she was
Okay.
in 7 too. Yeah, she was in.
Okay.
That's been an honor to work with her. Before she got super big time, she started going to the upper echelon. I dealt with. I had her first, so.
Y'all, listen. Y'all know I use it. Well, actually, I'm gonna do it. We're gonna run through this real quick so we can get to the nitty gritty of things. Ronald Lavender, where are you from and where are you at? Where you from and where you at?
Well, I was born in Philadelphia, but raised predominantly most of my life in Brooklyn, and I've been down here in North Carolina for 16 years. I just recently relocated from High Point. Well, I was living in Burlington, then I was in High Point for 3 years, and now I'm living in Greensboro. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I've been around. I've been around a few places.
That's all right. But you're a triad guy now.
Yes.
Like I tell people.
I actually always been that. Even when I was living in Burlington, all of the events I was coming to was out in Greensboro or Winston, or I was on the other way going to the Bull City for something poetry related. So I've always been outside of Alamance County, always.
Yeah, okay. I was watching something very interesting about the school system today out there, but that's another conversation. With you being a mentor, I know that had to stir you up. It has to stir you up. What's going on?
There's so much going on right now with our kids, and shout out to those brave cafeteria workers that are striking right now. We stand with them so that they can get the wages that they deserve. There's so much going on. Yeah, they've been on a strike for a little bit. So the cafeteria workers in Guilford County, it's been a big thing with them. So we stand with them.
Really?
They fight for the right to get something above minimum wage. It's crazy how the school system is treated in this country. I hate that term. We're the greatest country in the world when we got so much homelessness, we got so much crime, and our school systems are like at the lowest level as far as the pay, and just how everyone is taking care of the curriculum. What the idiots are doing out in Florida, not wanting to learn about, Black history. So many school systems that want to take that out of school curriculums. It's bad. It's really bad. So
yeah, it is real bad, and it's crazy. And they're really trying to spin the dial backwards, but we cannot allow that to happen. So anyway, don't get child, makes my blood pressure go up. Seconds.
Yeah, the corruption and greed in our school systems and our political systems that's why I tell people, don't just complain about it on Facebook or social media. You gotta go to these school board meetings, you gotta go to these town hall meetings, you gotta demand. And all my fellow Christians out there, tell your pastors to stop letting these politicians come to their church, to your church on Family and Friends Day and make these nice speeches. And then when it's time for things to happen in your community, they're nowhere to be found. So any spiritual leader out there, stop allowing these men and women to come that's running for Congress or city council person, all of that, sheriff, everything, judges. Stop letting them come and give these nice speeches and bring their wife and kids, and they shake hands and kiss the babies and wave to the congregation, and they make promises that they do not keep. And I think it's foul the way we get into agreement with that and think it's okay for them to come and lie to the people. If you can't lie to the people as a pastor, then a politician can't do it either. So, yeah.
Shaboing boing.
Yeah,
I agree 100%. I agree 100%. I don't do foolery, especially when it came to my kids. I was one of the parents that was always at the school, always at the PTA meetings. As a Girl Scout troop leader, I'm going to be in your face about mine. You understand? Gotcha. So it's so many people so while we're on that vein, that leads me to ask you, tell us about your mentor program and how, who's involved? How do you do it? Because on top of being a poet, we just heard you're an activist, you're a mentor. So talk about that.
Well, the name of my program, it's BOLT, which stands for Building Ongoing Legacies Together. My good friend Val Boston from Boston's Val Boston. He came up with that name. It's a mentoring program for young men, ages 8 to 16. I usually say 8 to 16, but I like to start with them when they're 7, 8, 9 years old because they soak it in. They're easier to guide and speak to and try to teach life skills with. And that's what we basically do. We meet once a month. There's a church called Reed Memorial, which is right down the street from Bennett College. And we have sessions where we teach them life skills about hygiene, respect for mothers, responsibilities at home. We talk to them about the basic needs in life because there are a lot of boys that know all the lyrics to Megan Thee Stallion and the Baby, but they don't even know how to tie a tie. They don't know how to clean their room. They don't even know how to properly brush their teeth. So we want to teach them how to function and be powerful, responsible citizens. Most of my young men are single parents. Some have fathers, but some have some fathers who aren't there or aren't able to be there. So I just volunteer and I get other artists, entrepreneurs to come in and work and speak with them. And it's been an incredible experience. It's not easy because I'm not a miracle worker. I don't have a bunch of degrees. I'm not a professor, but I know what it's like to not have my father in my life. I know what it's like to grow up angry and needing instruction and help and love and a balance of love and discipline. And that's what we try to do.
And Shine's boys are in your program, right?
Yeah, shout out to Sunshine, the Royals. They've been to
She just came on the phone. You were talking, you ain't see it.
Yeah,
look at the screen because people are talking to you throughout the show.
I saw the love thing, yeah.
Okay. I'm like, look.
What else, Shine? Yeah. She's allowed her sons to come to a couple of sessions, but she's all the way up in Charlotte, so I know it's easy to come down. As busy as she is, but I appreciate her at least allowing them, or when I see them. She's one of the mothers who I admire because her sons are well-rounded. Everywhere she goes, you can see them in community events, and they've been allowed. She's allowed them to be full and open to a lot of big brothers like T. Walker and a lot of other Josephus, from 90.1 Poetry Cafe. A lot of men that can sow into her son's lives. So I'm just blessed that have a portion of her son's time, the Royals, as she calls them.
Yes.
Good young men. So yeah, shout out to Sean.
So Javetta said she's on here too. Look, life for life. She was like, it's me.
Javetta always show me love. Javetta always show me love. She's amazing. I love Javetta. One of the dopest actors ever on the planet.
Period.
On the planet.
My crew is they wreck shot on the stage. You understand me? On film, on camera.
She filled my bucket list. I got to direct Javetta. Man, I got to direct Javetta in a play. She don't know what that meant for me.
And LaTanya.
Yeah, LaTanya.
I was like, oh yes. So
and you in one play. You don't get that. And John Black, he had a cameo role.
Yes.
Nikayla Knox, shout out to Nikayla from Go Get It Productions. So
yes,
I've had an opportunity to work with some giants. So
that was a wonderful play.
Yeah.
So, so I'm looking at the time because my time construct is a little different since we started at 8:30. So I'm just trying to keep. So before we go to the midway point, you're a poet.
Yes.
How long have you been doing poetry?
Since I was a little kid. I am proudly 55 years of age.
Yay!
Writing since I was 13. Yeah. But
what's your zodiac sign?
I'm April 24th.
I can never forget your birthday, like ever. Y'all, he has the same birthday as my mommy. So if I never forget anybody else's birthday, I never forget that Ronald Lavender and my mommy have the same birthday. So
I am a Taurus, so that means I'm moody, clumsy, but I'm very affectionate and stubborn. Yes, I am stubborn. Yeah.
As hell. So listen, and I will say it because I'm your friend. Stubborn as hell. But we love it. You just be yourself. But like you said, it takes a bull to do some of the things you out here doing. You know what I mean? And so that's wonderful. I think it's great. I think being a Taurus makes you a wonderful girl dad.
Yes, I am.
Because Taurus people are very home oriented. They care about their family. Them and Cancer's like big time. You know what I mean? So shout out to you being a single father.
Yes.
He's single, like, well, you single, aren't you, Ronald?
Yes, I'm single.
Okay, look, wait a minute. I was like, wait a minute, don't let me overstep my bounds. But I think he's single. Listen, look, they're gonna shine. She the day after you, right?
Yeah, she's
The
25th? We're twin Tauruses. Yeah, she's the 25th. She's 2'5", I'm 2'4". Yeah. But
Wow, that's crazy.
She's a whole lot younger than I am, and almost as tall.
You didn't have to say that.
Yeah, she's tall. She's a tall drinker of almond milk. Yeah, you can't say water no more. You gotta mix it up. So she's a tall drinker of almond milk. Shout out.
Well, people like almond milk. Almond milk good for you. Got flavor, especially when it got vanilla in it. Shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so drop a poem for me.
Oh. At least I can do it here, because I hate when people say, "Oh, you a poet?" Say a poem for me right now. I know singers hate that too. So, all right. So this is called Metropolis. All right. This metropolis ain't that popular. Cops and robbers, condomless boot doctors, batons and hoppers, welfare baby mamas, roll a stone for papa. Education is less, the block is hotter. Run, nigga, run. Track star legends, drowning their egos in Henny. Forfeit the civil rights down to the last penny. Toss them gang signs up with blind pride. Chitlin circuit mobsters with no plan for the future. Keeping up with the Joneses, but running behind Uncle Sam. Work hard, play hard, be that anthem in playgrounds of the elite. Don't scuff Jordans, but don't claim your kids unless it's Easter and you want the credit of your peers. Keep hands in the dirt. Roses don't grow from concrete, but asphalt dreams do. Romance in the stone of crack vials, building our hopes on the future of flat screens and rims. We give allegiance to the ancestors, the God of Jay, Biggie, and Nas. Broken limbs lineage, on our backs with pride. Spell our names in bullet holes. This be that journey of skinny jeans and broken dreams. Exhibits in the zoo. It's check day, aka feeding time. Why you make that face?
Ouch! Dang! That was good. Oh,
you don't have to do that. All right. Everybody thinks he does do the soul clap, but it's snap.
I gotta do it.
I used to hate going to churches and the MC was like, "Come on, everyone do this." I'd be like, "You really ain't got to do that. You could do snap during the
But I
time."
just love it. Listen, that's like such a vibe. It's so Love Jones.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was dope. Hey, that makes you think, right?
Yeah. So
that was the point. Jeez. Okay. So do you want to play your video next, or do you want me to do my artist of the week next? I'm going to give you the option.
I'm going to let the artist of the week get their shine. It's all love. We're here for a few minutes more. Let's do that.
Okay, cool.
All righty. So this young lady is, she's like part of Blast, like many of our artists are. And she's an award winner, an ISA award winner, as well as, if I'm correct, she's a Grammy ballot nominee. So she's doing her thing. This is our homegirl from Texas named Lala Musique, and this is called Dim My Light. Let's check it out.
I be living righteously. They can't ever stop me from out shining so brightly. 'Cause I got the Father. He is my Abba. There is no other. Dim my light, won't let you dim my Look at who's changing the game. Even the way that I praise him. Now put some respect on my name, yeah. Cause I got the Father. He is my Abba. There is no other. Dim my light. Won't let you dim my light. Dim my light. No, 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 no. Don't let dim my light. Won't let you dim my light. Don't let dim my light. Dim your light. No, no, no. Hallelujah. 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 Nothing I do is the same. Look at who's changing the name. Even the way that I praise him. Now put some respect on my name, yeah. Nothing I do is the same. Look at who's changing the game. Even the way that I praise him. Now put some respect on my name, yeah. Nothing I do is the same. Look at who's changing the game. Even the way that I praise him. Now put some respect on my name, yeah. Don't let it dim my light. Don't let it dim your light.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. And that was La La Music with Dim My Light. And if you are an independent, I had a total brain fart, independent artist, spoken word poet, or even up and coming comedian looking for some exposure, you can go to blastmusic247.com and register for free. But Blast is also looking for the fans. So if you're fans of great music, just like La La Music's music, you can also join blastmusic247.com, register for free, and have access to hundreds and hundreds of independent music. So Blast, we are changing the industry one artist at a time. All right, guys, back to y'all.
Gracias, señor. So,
Yes.
okay. So we're going to talk about this briefly because it's, it's different, right? You're a girl dad. You're an active girl dad, right?
Yes.
And you're divorced as well, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So, I'm divorced. You're divorced. A lot of people that watch my show are divorced, but you rarely hear men talk about being divorced and what it's like for them. So I know you're very open and you put paper to pen and you do things, but how has being divorced, how long were you married, first of all?
I was married for 13 years. I got married
13.
2007.
And then how long have you been divorced? Is it recent?
It's been 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. 3 years. So, it's not that long, but now it's like, now you're like, getting out, when you start getting up to 5 years, I know, because I, did it. It's an odd place, isn't it? It's an odd place. Even when you were in a marriage that wasn't the best marriage, when you no longer have the option of having that person there, it's a strange land when you get out there, right? But how is it for a man that's in his 50s that's now divorced? So you're like a single girl dad. How is it?
It's a lot of navigation. Therapy has helped. I can't speak for other men, but for me, it was really because I'm a real emotional type person, real sensitive, and so I went through a very heavy depression because the breaking of the marriage also occurred during COVID. So when you're home and you have to face each other and deal with some things, I won't really get into a lot of it because I don't talk too much about my personal life like that. But
Right.
there were some portions in which I know what it's like to be in a house full of people and you're by yourself. If you can understand that, like you're just not relating, you're invisible. And so I've had to be accustomed to being alone, going to events by myself, seeing all the couples or those who are married, having to attend stuff and do things alone and still try to maintain, be a father. I think one of the worst defeats of my life was because I have 4 daughters, the 2 older ones who live in Dallas, but my twins will be 13 in January. Everybody knows about the twins.
Wow.
The day I had to tell them that their father was not going to live there no more was probably the most probably the biggest loss for me, biggest defeat of my life. I felt like I can't really explain how low I felt watching them cry when they knew. And then I felt almost like a coward because when I moved out and left everything, they were at school because I did not want to see them. I don't think I was not mentally capable of seeing them when I left the house. So I wanted to make sure I was not there when I grabbed the rest of my stuff. A lot of people don't know that I was not there. I had to come see them later and in the week, and even where I was staying, it was like almost like a box. And they would sleep on this bed and I was sleeping on the floor. But as long as I had them in my life, that meant everything. And it's been a big journey to get my self-esteem back up, to feel like I matter, that I'm wanted by anybody. And it's had its ups and downs. It's had its roller coaster levels, but they were my life source. Faith and joy kept me going, kept me motivated, kept me pushing. They gave me a reason to get up out of bed, because I know what it's like to go through depression, and anxiety is a scary thing, especially for an older person. And I really didn't have a lot of friends. I was like abandoned. Even the church I went to, like the brotherhoods that I had, my life was falling apart. I had artists who weren't bothering with me. All the times I was there for them, listening to their problems, then when my problem came in, it was like I couldn't find anybody, and I was in a box, in an isolated space where I began to embrace the dark place. And if it was not for the love and the affection of these girls, even just picking them up and taking them to Dunkin' Donuts or going to the park, just those few hours kept me going and helped me get myself in a place where I can see now that back then it was like, man, I can't believe where I've come from. I'm really proud as a man to say I got through that, because it was probably one of the worst times of my life.
Mr. Lavender, I did not know. Wow.
I don't share a lot. I don't share a lot. And I've had people say, "You tell all your business." I haven't told. There's a lot I haven't told. Hopefully, I may be able to sit and tell more in a poetry setting, But it was a difficult stage. I went through a lot of major depression and anxiety. I was in a really bad space. I wasn't going to events.
Yes.
I wasn't.
Yes.
I'm telling you, I was in one of the worst spaces of my life. I was really scared, but it got to the point. I was scared because I was embracing the darkness, like really not leaving the house, going to work, and not talking to nobody, shutting down, and wearing my mask on Facebook, acting like everything is fine to y'all, ha ha kiki. But I know many times pulling over the side of the road, crying like a baby, crying. And so I would say therapy is a godsend for all men. Go.
Oh,
don't be ashamed. Put
please
your ego to the side. For all you men out there that say, I can handle it, or it'll never get to me, or whatever you want to feel about it. Don't feel it's less than. For me, it was probably a blessing. For me, it was the greatest thing for me. So I'm blessed for therapy, because it got me here.
Ronald, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing that with us. Like, what? I mean, and that was just one of my questions. I was like, I never have a divorce guy on here that talks about. I know you're a poet, so I thought I asked the question. But I also want to ask you. So, when you were in this pit and in the darkness, did that fuel your poetry? I'm so glad that you went to therapy. I'm so glad that you did that, because a lot of our brothers get lost in the sauce because when they don't have nobody to talk to, they don't have the presence of mind to go talk to a therapist. And a therapist can save your life, because I too suffered from debilitating depression once upon a time, like to the point where my friends had to come get me out the bed, and it's therapy.
Yeah. That's how Love Notes was born, in my dark space. God has a weird, whatever you want to call a creator, he or she, they have the weirdest sense of humor. Because here I am in a marriage where I'm not being attended to, loved, or considered, and here I am writing all these poems about love. That's how I started doing. I guess that's what kept me going. I started going to the studio. well, I had some love notes, but I decided to do these visuals. That's how the video started, me wanting to do these visuals to what I wrote. I wanted to see it. I had to show myself that it was possible that Black love could exist for me. And so I started doing the videos, because people's like, why are you always in your videos? Because I've had somebody say, you only doing videos so you can get around women. No, I really was not even a space where I thought anybody saw me as worthy. So my poetry opened up a space where I could talk about Black love, celebrate it, because you wasn't hearing anything positive love-wise, to me, at least myself, on the radio. And the visuals helped me experience and believe that it was possible. So, and also help my creative space, because I do all the concepts of my videos. I come up with all the ideas based on the poems, and I don't select anybody. I don't ask everybody to be in my videos. It had to be someone particular that I say has a certain look or a certain aura that would blend in, that would make, she could bring my words to life. So, yeah.
That's amazing. So for those out here in Blastland, all the people that are watching this, all the people that'll be listening to this on Spotify, because, you know, people listen to us on Spotify and the other platforms, as well as Blast, our main platform. Tell them love notes. So it's weird that you say that, because remember when I was doing the Black love heavy for like a year and a half? For me, it was because I felt like, okay, Carla, you're not going to be the bitter Black woman, and you love love, and you're going to, even though you're not feeling love, you still love Black love, right? Not just the intimate man and woman, but to me, Black love is mother, child, son, father, friendships, you know, because I think so much in media we get portrayed as these unfeeling characters. Characters, not even people. I really think people think of us as characters. You know, sometimes when you listen to how people talk about us and interact and watch our stuff, it's like they don't think I think recently in the last 10 years, people have really learned that Black love is a real thing. It's not just something fictional. It's a real thing. So you have one of your love notes. Is that one of your videos you're going to show tonight?
Yeah. This video is an inspiration, because everyone thinks love is just it's not just relationship, it's not just erotic, or it's just not sexual. There's a lot of things that can be found as attractive. So this one is dedicated to the strong Black woman. I think there are a lot of women that are attractive in their strength. I think my poems come from different inspirations. It's not, it could be a look, something someone said in a movie, a voice, a smile, the corner of a woman's mouth. There are a lot of things I found attractive in our Black woman. I think there's no one, the Black woman is God. There's no one like her. It's her facial structure, her snazzy attitude, the way she cooks, the way she walks, the way she dresses, her neck. There are some women that their neckline, that bone right there in the neckline.
Décolletage. That's called your décolletage.
So
yes.
Freaking sexy. Or if a woman wears spaghetti straps, or just the one thing around the neck and the shoulders are showing, and the skin tone, her lip, her bottom lip, her hair, her locks. Or the no makeup. I'm going to say it right now in front of everybody. When Carla wears no makeup, it is phenomenal. Like, wow, she is fine. Like, no, but like me, I like to look at what other men look at. So even with all the blemishes, you look so relaxed and free. Not that you don't when you put on your makeup, but there are times you've done a post, and I'm like, if she could hear herself from what I hear, like with no makeup, she just got her hair just wrapped it up, tied it up real quick or something. I'm like, oh, she is killing it right now. And that's just me. I look at different spectrums. So this is what the name of this, it's called Finding Ivy. And it's for the strong Black women, strong in her stance and her power and her freedom and the way she just presents herself, her presentation, because I think presentation is everything.
And so are you.
Yeah, thank you. So this is dedicated
and so are you, Javetta. Oh, let's watch it. Oh my God, let's watch it.
Hey, yo, turn me up. Turn me up some more. All right, right there. Take a little bit of treble out. Yeah. Gifted one. Her indigo hue and emblem, a dark child wrapped in crimson blues, hidden in the cleft of a ghetto storm. Watercolor memories etch-sketched on dingy Christmas cards. Splendid be her chaos, rebellion coating her vocal cords, crying good mornings just to get by. Her grandmother's prayers keeping thought patterns above ground. Her path has been tragic, raised right from an episode of The Wire. Parental wisdom found on the tips of syringes and fury. Drug addiction and self-esteem rage make for stained birthmarks. But she isn't your typical prodigal refugee, no. Her worth isn't defined by, shut ma. Yo, shorty, what up, baby? Do not call her that. She's much more defined, way more inclined and still standing. Reaching for tomorrow, her dream's wonderful. Appreciates the smile reciprocated in cracked mirrors. Oh yes, this diamond is incredible. A trinity escaped of your matrix. Pardon the expectations you have carved out on her family tree. That false imprisonment lacks truth. Like Jack and the Beanstalk, she is climbing ivy, limb by vicious limb, slaying giants, educating her freedom, bleeding purpose through jazz-tempered heartbeats. She is nicknamed Survivor. She wants more, chasing excellence as lions pursue capture. There's revival in her two-step, transcending statistics. She is serene sparrow floating through the ruins, and landscapes seem distant when her focus is planting a new tree by burning old seeds.
Shout
I've
out
seen
to,
that one before, but that's dope. I like that one, child.
Yeah. Shout out to her name is Melanin Monroe. She's also called Shanice the Bee. She's an MC, and so a lot of the young ladies that have been in some of my videos, actresses, models, or plus size models. So I actually did one with Taranza. I got two with Taranza.
Right.
Black Valentine, and another one called Universal Galactic Out of This World Love, which is probably one of my favorites. And
I was in that one. That's the one. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, okay.
I did one with Jackie Renee from Alter Ego's band Cuddle. Everybody knows about the Cuddle video.
Yeah.
So I've gotten to work with a lot of and Raven the Songbird. She sings on Black Valentine, the one I did with Taranza, which was fun. We did at Taranza's apartment, and that was so much fun. She's one of my favorite people to work with. The Fifth Element, you know what I'm talking about. So Ronza is like, she's like a dream for any director or actor or somebody to work with. Like, you work with Taranza, you straight. Just build from that. She's like,
right,
exactly. That. Shout out to Ronza.
Yeah.
And so Javetta, I'm waiting for you to come from Louisiana. So me and you can do one. We gotta do one. So tell your husband, don't worry, I'll handle with care. I gotta do one with Javetta. I gotta do one with Javetta. Yeah.
Right. Oh man, that is so dope. I love that.
Thank you. Wow. Shout out to Lamar Yaz who shot the video. So that's a blessing. So
well, shout out Lamar. That's great. I like that one. Plus it got a little swag to it. Man. You know, both of y'all, if you go black women have swag too. We got swag, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm gonna do that once, because I don't want everybody to see all the videos and say, oh, it's always relationship and stuff. There's a lot of different elements to all the videos. It's about 13, 14 videos on if you go to YouTube and you look RL's Love Notes, you'll try to find that and subscribe to it. You'll see a lot of great stuff there.
Put that in the chat so he can run a banner. Because, I always like at the end of the show for people to be able to find you. So you're going to give all that information before we get off of here. I think that is so dope. So while we're still rolling, I'm still really, to be honest, I'm still digesting what you told me from previously, because I think as an empath and as a Black woman who loves Black men, that sometimes Black men get a bad rep when they show their emotions, right? And you've spoken about that. But I want to be clear. I think it's great that you are able to vocalize how you feel or don't feel, because a lot of men do not have that capability. And I think it makes us, and I say us as women, all colors, uncomfortable sometimes when we're presented with a man who is very emotionally present, who does cry when he feels like crying, who yells when he feels, the things. Because women, we are allowed to just do whatever the hell we feel like doing emotional wise. No, seriously.
Yeah.
And a lot of men don't get that freedom to feel free to just blah. Because y'all can't say y'all cycle coming on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's my period. I'm just gonna act a damn fool for the next 3 days, and you gonna deal with it, or whatever. And y'all can't say that. So thank you for being vulnerable and sharing that with us. I appreciate it. So next poem.
All right, so I'm gonna dedicate this to Javetta if she's still listening. When I met Javetta, she was with someone, she was married, she was with someone before, and I know her heart had been broken, and so I like how lovingly she talks about her husband and the journey that they're taking. So she's not one of the people that throw her marriage in everyone's faces like everything's perfect. I love her transparency. I think transparency is such a powerful force in our community. And I want to say, especially about our men, we've been taught not to show our feelings, not to cry, not to admit that we're wrong about stuff. And then you have the male bashers who tear men down, like the all men theory. So I like Javetta's. I think Javetta's just special to me. She doesn't know that. Very special to me, not just as an actress, but just her life as a mom, as a sister. So this is actually on my Love Notes 5. It's called Love Sucks. And so I want to dedicate this to you because this reminds me of your marriage. And I was just happy that you were able to find love again, because some lose it and then they'll come back and they're angry and they're bitter, and which is nothing wrong with being, but like I said, they don't come out of it. And so I'm glad that she's come out of it on top. She's in a new location. She's just living a wonderful life as a business person. She has on Black-owned business. So shout out to Javetta. And so this for you, Javetta. This for you. If love is for suckers, then I fell for the con. Fate saw my dumb ass coming a million miles away. Just an easy mark. Boo-boo the fool bamboozled, like the bad guy in one of those Ocean 11 or 12 flicks. I actually believe it was possible that one person was chosen just for you, plucking stars out the cosmos like, excuse me, miss, what an ignorant bliss. If love is a battlefield, then put me on the front lines, wrestling angels with abstract halos. Who in the Harlequin romance novel concocted these once-upon-a-time schemes, intellectual property given to some dwarf named Cupid to shoot us up? All I need in this world of social media sin is me and a best friend. No bride of Chucky, basing our relationships over Birkin bags brought and thinking she's won because she got her hair and nails done. What happened to the old courting? Now we stuck with weird algorithms for natural selections when all we have to do is say, I like you. I really like you. Take it back to saying straight up, I care for you. Be there for you. Win every teddy bear at the state fair for you. Quiet Storm, tape deck erotica, matching outfits in the nightly no. You hang up first challenges. We block the blessings, improvisations through fear, blinded by the idealism that material worth is the main ingredient. Recipe for breakups, sabotaging ourselves with avatars, faking it till we don't make it, poisoning the endorphins, transferring spirits on a one night's contact, consequently consenting to bad congrats, confusion and chaos running through our souls. We ignore the science, don't trust the process when the obvious result is the vibration of that birds and the bees happy ending we often miss because we're too busy trying to do God's work. Love isn't a social experiment, and we aren't lab rats. But if falling for you is a crime, then just call me guilty, because you'll catch me smiling in my mugshot.
I love it. I almost snap my fingers. You can't tell me I can't. I do. Woo!
That was for you. That was for you. That was for you, Javetta. That was you. That was you, Javetta. For my friend. She's amazing. She's just an amazing spirit. You just should celebrate people for what they got, not be jealous. So I'm happy for her. There's somebody out there is in love, and it may not be perfect, but it's there and it's existing. So it's real. Because we have too many people, like the thing about the places you wouldn't go on a date. And I was like, damn, it is done missing out. Forget about where you're going. What about the connection? So I'm happy that someone like a Javetta is connected, because sometimes you feel like you get a certain age, it's over with, when her life just began the moment she met this young man that she's so happy with. So happy for her. And I just wanted to shout out my friend.
Wow. Okay, Javetta. You don't never know who's watching you, child. You just don't never know who be paying attention. This is what I tell people all the time. So, just be you, whoever that is, however that is, right? Okay, that was dope. Wow.
Thank you.
So I have a question. This is random, and it has nothing to do with nothing. I just want to know. It's in my list of questions to ask you.
Sure.
If you had a choice, would you drive a stick shift or not drive a stick shift? Or do you know how to drive a stick shift?
No, I'm not that countrified like that. I cannot drive stick. I'm all power steering. Yeah, I can't drive stick. Yeah, I'm one of those few.
You are a real northerner. You cannot drive a stick.
I'm in the elite company. I'm one of the 13 black people in the world that don't play spades. I'm one of those people. Yeah, I'm that person. Yeah.
And you from Brooklyn?
Yeah, and I've never seen. I'm one of those 41 black people who have never seen the Christmas, those Chevy Chase movies, the vacation movies. I've never seen none of them. Yeah, so I'm in a couple.
You gotta watch National Lampoon.
I watch Elf a million times, but I won't watch National Lampoon.
Why?
Or I'm one of the people who haven't watched. I've watched parts of it. I haven't watched A Christmas Story.
Why? What's your reason? Why?
I don't know. I didn't have interest. It wasn't anything personal. I just didn't have interest. Or Chevy Chase, and I love Chevy Chase, like Fletcher, some of the other stuff he's done. But I just didn't. I think I saw one. I think the Christmas one with his brother, with the stuff on the roof and stuff like that. I saw that one. But yeah. Other than
someone in my inner circle cannot play spades.
Yeah, me. Yeah, I'm one of those.
No, Taranza just said she don't know how to play. Listen,
this is an elite group. I'll play pity pat all day long in Uno, but yeah. Taranza, yeah, she's yeah. That's why I mean how so good we that's
I want y'all listen. I don't care about National Lampoon. I just got to turn away from y'all for a second. It's y'all about to. Y'all got to watch Christmas Story.
Okay, so here's what you can do.
It's hilarious.
Here's what you can do for me and Taranza. You can invite us over to watch Christmas Story. We'll come watch it, but only if you make the salmon patties. Salmon. You make those. I don't know about Taranza. I'll bring wine and a poem. And you bring it, and me, and now Taranza, if you want to come over and watch it, but Carla, if you invite us over, because you before the show, I'm telling everybody, she was telling Troy how she made her and Pinky these. I was like, oh man, I love those. I'm crazy about those. So if you make those and invite me over, you cannot send it to me in Tupperware. You have to invite me over. I'll bring wine and I'll watch the Christmas. I'll watch a Christmas something Christmassy with you, but you got to make.
But my favorite Christmas movie
I'm bartering here. I'm trying to negotiate this with you. I'll watch it commercial, and I'll watch it with commercials. If it's on TBS, I'll watch it. Not Tubi. If you do, I'll watch it with commercials.
But you know what? No, listen, real spill. Tubi been having some good Christmas movies on lately, and I've been watching them. Okay.
I watch all the Black Hood, yeah, complete with the smoke alarm beeping in the background. It ain't Tubi if it's a smoke alarm ain't beeping. See, Taronja brings the ginger ale.
Ginger ale. Listen, my concoction tonight is ginger ale with a splash of cranberry. Tonight I didn't do the alcohol. That's a long story. No salmon croquettes. She said salmon croquettes. You know, she's so old school diva. Look, I love Elf, and y'all, but my movie is the one with my former husband, Idris Elba.
Oh Lord!
This Christmas.
Yes, I love this
with
Christmas.
Breezy. Okay, so I can watch that at any time. It don't have to be Christmas. I love that movie. Fight me. I love Elf. I can watch Elf all the time. I love Elf. It is hilarious to me. I love Elf.
Yeah, that's my movie.
So, oh God, I got to get y'all to watch Christmas Story. I just love it.
Get them croquettes ready.
Like, who was that told me they won't watch Color Purple? And that's one of my favorite. I already got my tickets to go see the new one. Huh?
Yeah.
So
I can't wait for that new one. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so we're about to wrap it up. See, that was painless. See how painless that was? I'm going to have you do one more poem.
Okay.
And then we're going to tell the people how they can find you. And we out of here.
Right.
So I thank you so much for being on tonight. Now, see, that's what I don't like. Taronza, It's a Wonderful Life. My mama likes that movie.
That's for the grandparents. That's not for me. All right. This is for my people. This is for all my people. All right. So I don't have a title, but this is for us as a people. We are children of the sun, descendants of the magnificent, who sunbathe on the equator, titans and goddesses. We are before was before, offspring of the gods, breaking the chains we were born into. We are the onyx burnt, the hue of gold chestnuts tan and copper coated, our melanin molded in Mecca. This is our legend, chased by revolution. Don't get it twisted. We put the Renaissance in Harlem before it could shake. We are Garvey and Ellington. We are Tyson's Rage, Tupac's Rebellion, Harriet's Freedom, the rhythm that sings the blues, the hip that hops, the universal roots. Our Black lives have always mattered, from the Middle Passage all the way to Selma. Made in the image of Malcolm, of Martin, of Medgar and Marley. Formed in Michelle Obama's intelligence and Fannie Lou Hamer's sarcasm. We are the architects of sound. Jesse Owens' feet, Serena Williams' roar. From our mothers, fathers, that big mama, that triple OG from the ancestors who raised us, passed on the wisdom to birth new kingdoms. We grab the baton pass, run like swift lions, conquer the visions you only dream. The Underground Railroad, you travel with your lives on the line. We built the infrastructure to free the masses, built cities of wealth, became the leaders, no longer the borrowers. We are your bloodline. This isn't a distant relation. We are beyond 28 days of school tradition. What you sacrificed and buried, we've dug up and kept sacred. Rock our crowns with pride. Wear this culture like eclectic pendants, architects of the excellent. This generation is splendid, trained well and given the tools. We procreate destiny and birth a fantastic future, and we hold these truths to be evident. This mighty mantle is ours to carry. We will cherish you for this inheritance, and like footprints in the sand, we rejoice that you're right there with us. Black to the future, Ashe. Thank you.
Ashe. Ashe. Ashe.
Thank you.
Yo, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
Well, thank you for bringing something different to the show tonight. Definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you. Your vibe was good. It's just, you all right? You good?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right.
I'm good. You know, I don't talk about me often, but yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna pull him out his little shell tonight, Lord. Okay. Well, I thank you so much for coming on here. Tell the people how they can find you, Mr. Lavender.
You can look me up. Well, Ronald Lavender Jr., I guess my full name, Ronald Lavender Jr. on Facebook. Gifted Poet on Instagram. I think I'm RL the Gifted One on TikTok. I really don't do a lot of TikTok, and like a lot of people do, it's not my thing. I don't do X or Twitter, but like I said, RL's Love Notes. Try to track me down on that and subscribe to my YouTube page and share the videos. Enjoy them. So, but like I said, Ronald Lavender Jr. on Facebook and Gifted Poet on Instagram. That's how you can mainly find me.
Gifted Poet on Instagram. Okay. Well, we thank you so much for coming on and sharing yourself with us tonight, sharing your art with us tonight, sharing your time. I know you just got off for work, and I really appreciate you for sliding in. I know you probably want to go home. But I thank you. I really appreciate you. And look forward to working with you and, of course, fellowshipping with you in the future. So, you know, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. And I hope you all have a great week. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I didn't even say anything about that, but I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving or, you know, football holiday, as I call it. My Cowboys are winning right now. I just want to slide it in there. And so we're out.
Peace.
That's my girl right there.